It's Ramadan, the holiest month, the month of fasting, prayer, and seeking Allah's mercy. The nights are sacred, filled with voluntary night prayers and deep supplication. But there's something else, something crucial that many people overlook during these blessed nights. And by the time you realize it, it might be too late. Every night, after long hours of fasting, you stand in voluntary night prayers, immersing yourself in the beauty of the Quran. The night feels alive with the echoes of dua, the whisper of prayer beads, and the serenity of the mosque. But as you return home, exhausted yet spiritually uplifted, you forget someone is waiting for you. Someone who also fasted, who also prayed, who also spent the entire day making sure everything was in place for you. Your wife. Marriage in Islam is more than just a contract. It is a bond of mercy, love, and companionship. Allah describes it in the most profound way. They are clothing for you, and you are clothing for them. This verse is often recited at weddings, but its meaning goes deeper than we realize. Clothing provides warmth, comfort, and protection. It is the closest thing to you, just like your spouse should be. But during Ramadan, many husbands become so engrossed in their worships that they unintentionally neglect this aspect of their relationship. Think about it, throughout the day, she's been fasting just like you. But she's also been preparing meals before early prayer, managing the house, taking care of the children, and then preparing fast-breaking meal while her stomach grumbles with hunger. She stands beside you in prayer, whispers supplications under her breath, and then watches as you devote yourself entirely to your spiritual obligations. But what about her emotional and physical needs? What about the warmth and companionship that Allah made halal between husband and wife? Many people assume that Ramadan means complete abstinence from intimacy for an entire month. But Allah, in His infinite mercy, made it clear. It has been made permissible for you to be intimate with your wives during the nights of fasting. They are a garment for you, and you are a garment for them. Islam acknowledges human emotions, desires, and the need for affection. Intimacy between a husband and wife is not just permissible during Ramadan nights. It is encouraged. It strengthens the bond between spouses, fosters love, and deepens connection. But here's the catch. Many men fail to understand what true intimacy means. It's not just about physical closeness. It's about listening, about being present, about recognizing her sacrifices and giving her the emotional reassurance she craves. It's about showing her that she's not just someone who prepares your meals and organizes your home while you focus on worship. She, too, is your partner in worship. Imagine this. After a long night of voluntary night prayers, you come home and simply ask her, "How was your day?" You sit beside her, hold her hand, and truly listen. You acknowledge her efforts, express gratitude, and make her feel seen. Do you know how powerful that is? It's a form of worship in itself. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The best of you are those who are best to their wives." The beauty of Islam is that acts of kindness, love, and consideration toward your spouse are rewarded as acts of worship. Even something as simple as a smile, a kind word, or a warm embrace can be a means of drawing closer to Allah. But too many men fail to understand this. They assume their responsibility in Ramadan is limited to fasting, praying, and making dua. They neglect that their wife is also part of their spiritual journey. And slowly, night after night, a gap begins to form. A silent distance, a longing left unfulfilled. Do you know the story of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and Aisha, peace be upon him? Even in the busiest of times, he made her feel loved. He raced with her, joked with her, and shared moments of tenderness. He would lean out of the mosque just to comb her hair. These little acts of love strengthened their marriage, even amidst deep worship. So now, ask yourself, are you following this sunnah? Are you ensuring that your wife feels cherished even in Ramadan? After voluntary night prayers, when you return home, take a moment. Look at your wife. See her. Appreciate her. Speak to her. Hold her. The month of Ramadan is not just about personal spiritual growth. It's about strengthening every aspect of your life, including your marriage. A strong marriage leads to a strong family, and a strong family builds a strong nation. So tonight, after voluntary night prayers, before you turn away and busy yourself with other things, remember, your wife needs you. In bed, yes, but more importantly, in heart, in mind, and in soul. And if you give her that, you might just find that your connection with Allah deepens in ways you never imagined. May Allah bless our marriages and make them a source of tranquility and love.